Dan here, and welcome to my blog. And this is Altitude, and basically this is a continuation of yesterday's crash that I had that busted my mounting for my Gear 360. So basically what I did is I took some epoxy and I glued it. I put the original piece that it was still attached to, put it back into being like a puzzle after it broke off, put it back in its spot, and now I've epoxied it back to the aluminum base. And now I got the new anti-shock mounts back, the new ones back on here after the other one's busted right off. So unfortunately I've got one more. Where'd you go? There he is. I've got one more support lock pin, and I'm gonna save it. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use really small zip ties to go right through there and lock them in place. In this case, I can do it on all four of them instead of just the two sides with the pin. I think I just used one. I just used one pin on that one, but it's just gonna keep it from letting go while you're flying. If it crashes, well, you're right back in the same situation. Oh, and so that's where I'm at. It's still tacky, but give it a day or two and it'll be solid, and I won't have to worry about it breaking loose again. So, but yeah, that was a shame. I didn't have the gear set for the proper mode for recording, so I didn't get any of the flight. I didn't get any of the crash. You know, you gotta double check yourself whenever you're doing stuff, because you're gonna have a one-in-a-lifetime shot or one in a lifetime video, and if you ain't ready, well, you done lost it. All right, here's a finishing view of everything. I'm using two blue zip ties. There's plenty of recovery, so you don't have more weight on one side than the other, and that will take care of that. Get her back in the air in a day or two, and we'll see how things work. Oh yeah, she did fire right back up, and I was able to take it back up again. I was kind of concerned because it took a long time for the motors to shut down, because when it was on its way down, usually what I do is I shut the motors down before it hits the ground, and just let it fall and do what it was. It didn't even break the propellers on it this time, and the motors didn't overheat or anything. So, and if you have a crash and you go to try and start it up and you haven't shut it down completely and then try to restart it, you're probably going to get a motors are obstructed indication on your pad. And all you do is just, if they're spinning fine after you've checked them, just go ahead and shut everything down completely, and then restart it, and that indication should go away, because that's what it did. Is that immediately after I got it back where it needed to be, I put it back down and went to start it back up, and I hadn't turned the motors off. I didn't turn the batteries off, or the battery off. I just tried to restart it, and it told me I had motors obstructed code, and of course it won't start if you have that. So just shut the bird down, and then go ahead and restart everything, and it should clear it. Alright, so thanks for dropping by. Don't forget to comment, definitely subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next Altitude.